Stardom 101. Stardom 101. Stardom 101.
Stardom 101.
It's the Stardom 101 Magazine Podcast. Shining light on today's tastemakers
and innovators.
Kicking with your host, Christopher Boykin.
It's the Stardom 101 Magazine Podcast.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Stardom 101 Magazine Podcast here on iHeartRadio, where we spotlight today's most inspiring creatives, entrepreneurs, and industry leaders making major moves. Today's we join with Billboard-charting artist, producer, multi-instrumentalist, entrepreneur. My guy is also a creative visionary. He goes by the name of Mr. Travis Grace, better known as Homiletix in the building. He does collaborations with legendary names. Legendaries like Big Mike, Lord Jamar, K-Solo, Carl McIntosh, to building instrumental and independent platforms through Tribe Life Studios, 18 Ave Media Group, Tribe Life Clothing, can't forget about the clothing. And he's also proven that success, literally, it doesn't always require the traditional industry route. He did it his own way. Travis, welcome to the building, man. How you feeling, bro?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm blessed to be here, and I have no complaints.
That's what's up, man. For the people discovering you for the first time, man, to the Stardom audience, who is Travis Grace beyond the music? Just give them a little bit of segment of you, if you could, beyond the music. Who are you as the man?
Yeah, I think that I'm just a everyday common guy. I'm a family man. I'm married. Now, I've been married for I don't want to tell you the amount of years because that'll probably give my age.
There you go. Okay.
But yeah, man. But I've been married, man, and man. I'm married. I have 2 kids. They're adults. They're up and running, doing well. I am an ex-military guy. I served my country in the 82nd Airborne Division for years, so I'm a paratrooper. Music has always been a part of what I do. It's always been in my family. I grew up in a musical family, not necessarily singing and playing instruments, but just being around music as an everyday part of our life, growing up and just watching my parents move and just introduce the kids. I have 5 siblings and 6 of us, and I am the youngest. I'm originally from Ocala, Florida. Ocala, Florida is my home, so no matter where I go, I always, whenever people ask me where I'm from or where I am, I always tell them Ocala, Florida, because it's always about trying to build up that community first as far as what I'm doing through music, clothing, and things like that. So yeah, Florida's my home. No matter where I go worldwide, I always seem to find myself back here in Florida.
That's beautiful, man. Have you charted on Billboard multiple times? Like I said, while remaining independent, that's something very big I want to touch on. That's something many artists dream about, to be honest with you. What do you think has been the biggest factor for your success without relying really on a major label?
Well, I've had the opportunity to work with several labels, and as far as charting, the last label that I actually worked for was an independent label, and they were putting together different collaborations, putting them together, putting them in packages, and actually doing things together with a group of people. And they asked me if I could come in, I could write, and I could actually submit music so that we could all chart together. So they done it as a collective, and that's how everything started out years ago, almost a decade ago. And then things just began to happen after the first flag, where people saw that I was actually moving, but I was doing it without a major label. And so they just brought in people want to talk questions, people want to get involved into what I was doing. And still to this day, man, for me, everything's always spiritual. Yeah. And so to this day, I can't necessarily say that I credit myself for everything. Yeah. It seemed like God has always put me around people that had my best interests at heart. Not saying it was always easy, because I've definitely encountered some crazy stuff within the music industry. But somehow God always sent people to me to get the craziness away from me and try to guide me in a way that I should go. And that's why now, even when I'm dealing with artists, I'm always up front with them. I'm always A with them. And my whole goal now, since God have got me to the level where I am, my whole goal is to help out the independent artists, because whenever I look back at these independent artists, I'm looking at myself. And a lot of them just have no clue of how to take that first step and even begin to navigate it. So we function up under the moniker Tribe Life Studios Worldwide. That is our business. It's the studio that we function out of. And everything else falls up on the Tribe Life Studio Worldwide. For the clothing brand, we can have a television network, for independent artists, label business owners. So we bring in a whole array of things that God somehow allowed us to do to help out the independent artists, because they normally wouldn't even get these opportunities. So my thing is never try to hurt them, never try to break the bank with them. Always be there for them and offer them something at the lowest price possible that they would never have an opportunity to get as you would never come along.
Exactly, man. Yeah, the new single, I want to talk about that. You're speaking about music now, so we can move right along. They Still Talkin. Let's talk about that, promoting what you're promoting now. This record sounds very exciting. Tell us about They Still Talkin. How did it collaboration with Big Mike and Ceajae come together?
It was really, really awesome. I had the opportunity to meet Mike years ago, and we would often talk every now and then and message. And about 4 months ago, Mike called me and he said, "Travis, man, I thought you told me that we would do something."
Yeah.
And I said, "Yeah, man, I'm busy. Don't worry about it. We will get to it." And by the time I hung up the phone, my mind said, "You know what? Go in the studio and just see what happens. Go in there and create." So I'm always creating. I'm always sitting around my own studio creating stuff. And I asked lastly sat there, me and Ceajae. If you all don't know Ceajae, he is an up and coming artist, an R&B artist. And he was just sitting there, and I just began to slay something together. And then I told him, I was like, you know what? I want to call this track "They Still Talkin." And he just began to harmonize something. And I knew right then, oftentimes whenever I'm working on something, I already know whether or not something is a hit or not from the first time I'm putting it together. Like a lot of tracks, you can go to the studio and create like a lot of tracks.
Yeah.
But you can create 1,000 tracks, but you never get that feeling.
Exactly.
But anytime I get that feeling of, oh hell man, this is really something.
We are.
I had that feeling. That was the feeling I had. And so by the time me and Ceajae finished, it took us like a day or two to really put it together. I shot it over the mic. Mike called me and said, "I got it. Don't worry about it. Let's go." And that's how it fell in place. But a random thought of they still talking, it comes from the noise that's in the background of people, the doubters, the haters, the one that told you that you need them to get to where you are. I had something that happened to me back in January where I had to go and really separate myself from everybody for years of friendship, 20 years, 30 years. Because a lot of times, just say this too, a lot of times the places that we're going in life, other people, friends, family, they're not a part of that spiritually.
Correct.
They're not a part of
that journey, that path.
So you're right, exactly. And so you have to be in tune with God to know that, because a lot of times you continue to pull people and they're not purposely doing something, but it's not a part of God's plan. You understand what I'm saying?
There you go, bro. I like how you said that.
So that's it. They still talking, and then the noise came. The noise came. After I separated.
That's dope.
After I separated, the noise came. And it's still coming. It's still coming. Today it came,
That's what's up, man. Was building an ecosystem always part of your vision, bro? Like, I mean, you said 18 Media Group. You got the Roku television platform. That's reaching over 120 countries in itself. Tribe Life Studios, we plug in the clothing. Was this always in the vision for you, like to build an ecosystem?
Yeah, since I've been a child, I have 5 siblings and I'm the youngest. It's 5 boys and 1 girl. I got one brother that have always hung around television stations. He's actually the brother that's next to me as far as age and and so he he is the knee baby. They call him the knee baby. You understand? But anyway, yeah. But anyway, he would we actually tried this about 5 years ago, and somebody started building a channel for us, one channel, and we ended up spending a slew of funding and money, and the channel never came into fruition. Well, this time about a year and a half ago, something was we actually petitioned. I think Roku, my management did, and Roku wrote us back, and I was like, "Oh hell, man, they actually talking to us." And so and so we just kind of rolled up something that we had in mind, and they wrote us back. I was like, "This is like the ideal that you have for this. This is something that's doable, and we could do it in a 100 channel package." And I'm like, 100 channels, man, that's going to cost too much. So they sent us the breakdown. And so what happened was I went and got 3 investors, myself and 2 other people that I've known. And we just made it happen where we take care of the back end monthly. And so what happened is the channel said, whoever Stardom Media, just you guys, as far as an example, where if you came to us and you wanted to lease a channel, it's not like most people where they would say, man, it costs $5,000 to set it up. It costs you $500 a month, man. We went down into the bottom of the barrel. Because it's 100 channels. 100 channels. And so you come in, you pay that $99 setup fee. You pay $75 a month. Endless content that you have. We take care of everything, the back end. And the reason that the 75 is charged is simply for the team that's behind me, so that they get taken care of. Nobody's really making nothing great out of it. It's just a way to keep it going. And yeah, we are like 120 countries, man. If you guys are interested, it's Roku Television, 18th Ave Media Group, and I think that we're about 30 channels in. And people are calling weekly trying to get channels. We just ask that you follow the guidelines. No shooting, nothing, nothing crazy. Nakedness and all this stuff. Like this is built for the independent artists, labels, businesses, whatever your content is, you makeup artists or whatever you do. Trying to help people get to that next level without having to, sell their soul.
You're right. That's it. Is there any other projects, bro, before I let you go, that you can reveal or you're working on in the future? Even about the next shot of Homiletix, is anything else that the fans and the audience and the listeners can look forward to as we kind of really steer the fourth quarter right in this space? We at the second half of the year. We're going into the year. What's coming up on the board for you guys?
Yeah, I got several things, and let me just try to put them in a quick nutshell.
Okay.
Number one, you did mention the Big Mike project. There is because the single went crazy this summer. It went crazy. So now we are actually developing the remix. And the remix haven't came out, but DJs have put their hands on it. I have several DJs that's over in Europe. I don't think nobody over here in the US have actually heard it yet, but I was listening to the BBC radio last night, and they are actually playing it over in Bristol, UK, London already. So I was listening to that. And so we're getting ready to actually put that out over here in the US. Beyond that, I'm part of a worldwide collective of producers and artists that's called the Neo Soul Revolutionaries.
Nice.
So we're getting ready to put out that project probably before the end of the year. We're just finalizing the artists that's going to be on it, the producers that's going to be a part of it, and it'll be something that people really don't get a lot to see. It'll be maybe 2 MCs, a male and female. People don't know that I do have 2 artists that's up under my label, and one of them is Ceajae, female artist from Rockland, New York.
Okay.
And she just dropped her project a while back, and she's doing extremely well. And OG Auto, my male artist that's out of Texas. They are the 2 MCs that will be featured with the Neo Soul Revolutionaries. It is a live band. It is a male and female singer as well. And it's just a collective of live instruments, MCs, good music, like I said, neo soul music, something that you can kick back and relax to, but still turn your party up too, you know? So those are the things that we have going on, man, and we just continue to press, man, and continue to help what we're gonna.
That's what's up, man. Before I let you go, tell everyone where they can stream They Still Talkin, follow your journey, bro. Stay connected with you on social media. What's the best way for them to do that?
The best way to keep up with me is probably on Instagram. And this is where, probably not me, but, my management team monitors everything. So if you need to message me or talk with me, you can go to Instagram and click in and type in official Homiletix, and you will see my name will pop up. It'll say Travis Grace. You'll see me wearing camouflage, the toboggans on my head. So just telling you that because I don't want you to click on something and then somebody's maybe trying to impersonate me. I get that a lot. All right. So go on there. And if you need to message me about something personal, you want to schedule a meeting, the only thing that I do require is serious inquiries only, man. I'm serious about what I do. And I'm willing to help out anybody that I can. But I can't help out everybody. I can only help out the ones that's serious and the ones that want to attempt to go to the next level. But I never tell artists that I can make you $1 million. But I guarantee that I can make you a better artist. I promise you that.
Man, that's a bar in itself, bro. That's hard.
Yeah.
Signing out, man. We're going to let you go, man. Stardom101 Magazine, iHeartRadio. Travis Grace is in the building. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Don't worry. I got you covered. All of his social media platforms, the links, everything we spoke about in this episode is going to be in the show notes, right? So I want you guys to click it. I want you guys to holler at my guy, get some clothing, stream. If you want to get on the media platform, you want to get on television, you want to get on Roku, this is the plug. My guy is doing it. Travis is that guy. I'm trying to let you know. If you're looking for an avenue or opportunity, holler at him. Travis, bro, it's been a great pleasure, man. May God continue to bless you in your endeavors, man. Thank you for choosing Stardom once again to get your voice out.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys. God bless.
Absolutely. It's one of Stardom101. We see you guys next week. Same place, same location, different episode. You guys be good. Take care of yourself and peace.
Are you on the rise to stardom? Well, get featured in the next issue of Stardom101 Magazine and promote your business or products today. Text MAG to 804-550-8647 or visit stardom101mag.net.
You're listening to the Stardom101 Magazine Podcast with Christopher Boykin. Be sure to subscribe and download this episode, and continue to listen to Stardom on iHeartRadio or wherever you get your podcasts.